What is up, everybody? It's your boy Nick Noodles coming at you with another great video. We're not going to be talking about Supreme Fall Winter 20 this week. The drop list is pretty weak given it is the last week. There isn't a lot of stuff from the lookbook left, and there shouldn't be any major collaborations left. If they come out and drop like another box logo, I wouldn't even be surprised, but I probably wouldn't even go for it at this point because those cross-box logos are kind of bricking in some sizes and colorways right now. The only really good item from this week is the Swarovski Crystal Lighter, but even then the retail on it might be super high. We saw how high the box logo prices were on the Swarovski collaboration they did, I think last spring, summer, and those aren't even reselling that well because the retail was so high. So instead, today we're going to be focusing on my top 10 items from Supreme in 2020. I am going to be taking items from Spring Summer 20 and Fall Winter 20. I try to kind of split it down evenly and pick pieces from both seasons, so I hope you all enjoy this video. Definitely leave a comment down below of what some of your favorite items were this year or your biggest W with Supreme this year. I want to hear it all. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video. At the number 10 spot, we have the Fujifilm Polaroid Supreme collaboration. And I was super disappointed that this released the same week of the North Face Cargo series, another one of my favorite items this year, because I pretty much had to prioritize the North Face collaboration, and I couldn't go back and get the Fujifilm because it had already been sold out. This is just a super unique collaboration and piece. I love that it has the box logo on the Polaroid itself. It's definitely a flex for fit pics and Instagram. And this is a piece that is going to skyrocket over time just because it's disposable. It's not something that you can, reuse. Like once you take the picture, I'm pretty sure that it's like done for, like it's permanent and you pretty much lost that film. And so the more and more people, use their Fujifilm, there's just going to be less stock on the market. And this is a piece I honestly see hitting over $100 or $200 one day because of how limited it will become. At the number 9 spot, we have the North Face S logo collaboration, mainly the fleece jacket they did. I didn't really like any of the other pieces, but I really like that they did a fleece jacket. One, they haven't done a fleece style like that where it had a hood on it, and it was just a nice break from all the Denali fleeces they've been pushing out the past like 5 seasons, it feels like. I was super salty I didn't get that jacket. I think I got like high traffic or something. I didn't stand a chance that week, but super unique piece in my opinion. Definitely one of my favorite the North Face Supreme collaborations. Again, I would have liked to see a smaller S logo instead of the just ginormous one they plastered on there. But the fact that it was a fleece jacket, I think, made up for it. It's just nice to see a different model every once in a while because it seems like every season we get the same old jacket with a boring ass logo. At the number 8 spot, we have the Air Force One. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is some basic ass Air Force One with a small ass box logo on it. But in my opinion, I think this is just the perfect Air Force One that they could have made. The Air Force One is such a simple shoe that it doesn't really need really loud branding or any really loud designs on it. If you look at some of the most hyped Air Force Ones, they all look super basic. They're not super loud, and people like that because it's super wearable. I really like this because it's just simple as it can be. They added just the right amount of Supreme to it. If the only hit of Supreme was like on the laces or on the little metal tab at the bottom or in the insole, people would have said this was too lazy. And if they had been over the top with it and put some fat ass box logo on it, people would have said it's too loud. So I think this is a middle ground between being too simple and being too loud, and I think it just fits the Air Force One perfectly. I pretty much took an L every single time this released, mainly because for whatever reason Supreme just turned bot protection off every time they released this Air Force One or restocked it on their site. I was able to hit one size 8, I think, using Swiftsole. Shout out to them. Haven't gotten a pair since. I don't even know if we're going to get any more restocks this season. We were expecting one last week, but never got it, so maybe this week it'll happen. But yeah, definitely another solid piece from Supreme and Nike. At the number 7 spot, I have all of the aerial pieces. I struck out on the jacket big time. That thing was incredibly limited. I think in like one store, only like the first 3 people in line actually got a jacket. So that thing is going to go crazy in price over time. It could definitely be well over $1,000 if it isn't already, given a year or so. I was able to get the skate deck, which you can maybe see behind me. I really like the aerial design and like the history behind it. The skate deck itself is a little bit boring. It looks super washed out compared to whatever print they use on the jacket. And the skate deck is actually like bricking on the market right now. For how fast it's sold out, it's going for like $60 or $70 on StockX. That jacket was definitely one of my favorites this season. I would have kept it if I had copped and probably sold some stuff in my collection to make room for it. But it is what it is. There'll always be more grails to go after one day, so we'll just have to move on. At the number 6 spot, we have the Yamamoto Sweater. I was a big fan of all the tees that they did, but the standout piece from that collaboration to me was definitely the sweater. This is another piece that I got with Swift Sole. Shout out to them. I wasn't expecting it to hit, and I wasn't even going to make a live cop for that video because I really didn't think it would be possible to get one of those. But they did hold it down for me. I did have it in hand. I tried it on, and it was like one of those really itchy wool sweaters, so it really wasn't for me. I prefer the cotton sweaters, even though they don't keep you as warm as the wool ones. I ended up selling mine for about $100 profit or so, and I'll probably regret that one day because this will definitely be at the CDG sweater levels at some point in time, but it really wasn't worth holding it for that long to me because I needed the money, but definitely a super solid piece and probably the best one from the entire Yamamoto collection. At the number 5 spot, we have the Nike collaboration with Supreme during the Fall/Winter 20 season. I think this was like week 2 of Fall/Winter 20, and this is one of the best Nike collaborations we've gotten in a long time. The past like 2 seasons, it felt like Nike Supreme was just garbage and their pieces seemed super lazy. I really like their pieces this year though. The sweaters were just super clean and basic. I really like the colors on them. And then we also got those ripstop reversible anoraks. I'm super salty I didn't hit on one of those. I think I ran Mango Preem that week and it just absolutely flopped. I think I definitely could have had it manual, but it was kind of messing up my browser and I wasn't able to cop. I think I also got like a high traffic or something. That just was not a good week for me. This is actually doing very well on the resale market. The anoraks are going for like upwards of $300 or $400, which is surprising because it is a pretty thin anorak and it's not going to keep you that warm. I hope that Supreme Nike starts to push out collaborations like this because this was definitely my favorite collaboration with Nike in a very long time. At the number 4 spot, we have the North Face Cargo Series. And this is by far the best North Face Supreme collaboration of the year. Again, I really love when Supreme the North Face does a new type of jacket or a new design that we haven't seen before. I really love the cargo jacket and the 20 plus pockets. Just a super clean jacket. I was actually able to hit it manually. I was on a hot streak earlier this year. I got like the Mirakami Box Logo manually, and then I got the cargo jacket manually off a restock. It was quite crazy, but it did take a toll on my bank account. The pants from this collaboration went stupid. I love that you could detach part of it and make it into shorts. That's just super goofy and like early 2000s vibes. And those are actually reselling for a lot of money. I think those have better margins than the jacket itself. Just a super cool jacket. I love all the pockets. They look kind of goofy at first, but once I had it in hand and I put it on, it actually looked pretty sweet, and it's definitely like very useful if you're like hiking or going snowboarding or skiing or something. I'm looking forward to wearing that jacket this winter, and hopefully they can do another, cargo style series like this in the future because I love to see what they have in store. At the number 3 spot, we have the Denim Hole Punch series. Again, this is another collection of items that they did in Spring/Summer 20. Obviously, the staple piece was the denim jacket. That kind of gave off Supreme Louis Vuitton vibes. Those jackets are going for the moon right now. It was pretty much impossible to cop manually unless you got the other colorways. The like baby blue denim colorway was pretty much impossible for manual users, and it's just a super cool design. You have the nice ARC logo on the back that's embroidered, and the hole punch pattern just looks super unique in my opinion. This is definitely a jacket that's going to go crazy in the future. Definitely going to be over $1,000 given another season or two. I really like the crusher that they did alongside this jacket, as well as the denim hole punch Vans that they did. That was one of the best Vans collaborations with Supreme in a long time. So hopefully, Supreme Vans can keep doing designs like this. I feel like we're not going to get a denim jacket like this for a very long time. At the number 2 spot, we have the Mirakami Box Logo. I had to put a box logo on the list even though they're kind of like going out of style, or there's not as much hype as there should be for them. But without a doubt, the Mirakami Box Logo is the best box logo of 2020. It seems like they just pulled it out of nowhere to get some COVID-19 donations, which is very excellent. A lot of people were very mad though because botters ate stock on that release. I think pretty much everything but a size medium sold out in like 4 seconds. I don't even know how I got a size medium manually. I think I just got super lucky on a restock or something. That's probably my best cop of Supreme ever. I actually ended up selling it for around $350, which is kind of an L, but I think ever since I've sold it, it's gone down in value. To me, it just didn't really make sense to keep it because I never wore it, and white t-shirts are just prone to the elements. They're just going to get bodied by whatever is around you, and I didn't want to be wearing a $300 or $400 shirt. This is definitely one of the best box logo designs in the past few years, and again, this is a piece that's going to be worth a lot of money one day. I feel like Mirakami's been collaborating with everybody in the streetwear scene this year, so who knows, maybe he'll become oversaturated and this box logo won't be really worth much. Let me know what you all think of the Mirakami box logo. Is it going to go up in value over time, or box logo's dead? I'd love to hear your opinion, but let's go ahead and talk about the number one item. And I didn't even know this was my number one item until I think a week or two ago when it released, and it has to be the Mortal Kombat Supreme Machine Arcade Box. When I first saw this piece at the beginning of the season, I thought it was already pretty cool, but I hadn't seen like what it looked like in person, or even what it looked like when someone was actually using it in real life. We also didn't know what the retail price of it was. It did end up retailing for around $688, and I think after tax and shipping you paid close to $800 depending on where you are. I didn't really have the money to invest in it because I just built a new computer, and I did advise people not to go after it just because the retail was going to be super high. I wasn't really sure the market was going to be there to sell it for over $1,000, but I think I was a little bit wrong because I think people are paying upwards of $1,200 or $1,300 right now. I've seen 2 videos of people put this together and actually use it, and it is so cool. Like, the fact that when you turn it on, you get like this spinning Supreme logo is just absurd. But deep down, you're like, damn, that's pretty cool. I'm not even gonna lie. It has Supreme branding all over it. The Mortal Kombat character is rocking that box logo. I'm not even gonna act like I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan because I'm not. Y'all can catch me on Final Destination. I will up-B you with Luigi, no cap. But this is just an insane collaboration. It makes you step back and wonder, like, who from Mortal Kombat was like, you know, we should collaborate with Supreme this year. It really doesn't make any sense how these two brands kind of cross together, and this is just one of the reasons why Supreme is just goated at this point. This arcade machine gives me pinball machine vibes, but the pinball machine is pretty much impossible to obtain unless you're going to spend like $50,000 and then like fly out somewhere to get it. So I think this is like the next best thing to that, and it's a lot cheaper. And over time, this thing is going to go crazy. It'd be interesting to see if someone could mod like the non-Supreme branded Mortal Kombat machine and add all the Supreme animations to it, maybe even do some custom like acrylic work so that they can get the Supreme box logos on it. That pretty much wraps up this video. Let me know what your favorite items from Supreme were this season. I might be making a video on items I'm looking forward to from Supreme in 2021 or collaborations I want to see. So if you want to see that video, definitely leave a like and comment down below. But until next time, I will see you on the next video.